you. We the realest alive. Hi hater, bye hater.
Bye hater, bye Felicia. Not today, not tomorrow either. Look though, it's a lot of vacant houses, whole city like a Tyler made the block, little snag or two. Auntie and the cockers know Johnny is the projects, know St. Lucia. Tryna kill bills off $1 meal, really will fix your whole attitude. Been rapping about the real since a little. Imagine if I had a booth. I was only 9 years old when I found my soul. Cuz had me in the booth, booking those. First that ever roll, shorty, the whole block posted. Everybody not the vocals, any social, I'm posted. I'm like riding, they can't cope, I don't know, could be inside. First line was about my shook. You just heard that he died on the last Friday.
How about your feelings, how about the feelings? Come high off the ceiling, come, I want you to get with me. Come slide with me. I got a feeling, get it crackin' like a kill it. In the back, you're chillin' with you, I want you to get with me. Come slide with me.
I just want a buttercream beamer with an R&B deep slide straight to the Pelican V's. A little to the little thick thing, keep it got a feel like she shine to Adidas. Ever since a young, I've been a leader. I'm on the pledge of allegiance. Kid to the public, but to me, I'm like, one day, gon' see it. Just to the got to say about watching never hip hop. Meanwhile, a few channels down the block, they getting robbed by the cops. I can't believe what I see with my eyes. So nowadays, I'm like, good, I'ma look to the skies and manifest anything I need. Any on a power trip. When the whole team, the power strip. No, love to the tryna politic. Got my guys already, got my queen already. How I sound already, how my songs already. Got them asking how they ain't on already. Take it day by day.
Yeah, know what I'm saying? I just chillin'. Real West Side, Compton. You already know what I'm saying. Hey, yeah, pull up with a thing or two. Yeah, you know what I came to do. Slide down the avenue. Yeah, did what I had to do. Oh, infinite flavors. Yeah, pick your favorite. Yeah, keep player. Ooh, think about running for mayor. Yeah, looking at the Lakers. Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. Why thank you, we the realest alive. Hi hater, bye hater.
Bye hater, bye Felicia. Not today, not tomorrow either. Look though, it's a lot of vacant houses, whole city like a Tyler made the block, little snag or two. Auntie and the cockers know Johnny is the projects, know St. Lucia. Tryna kill bills off $1 meal, really will fix your whole attitude. Been rapping about the real since a little. Imagine if I had a booth. I was only 9 years old when I found my soul. Cuz had me in the booth, booking those. First that ever roll, shorty, the whole block posted. Everybody not the vocals, any social, I'm posted. I'm like riding, they can't cope, I don't know, could be inside. First line was about my shook. You just heard that he died on the last Friday.
How about your feelings, how about the feelings? Come high off the ceiling, come, I want you to get with me. Come slide with me. I got a feeling, get it crackin' like a kill it. In the back, you're chillin' with you, I want you to get with me. Come slide with me.
I just want a buttercream beamer with an R&B deep slide straight to the Pelican V's. A little to the little thick thing, keep it got a feel like she shine to Adidas. Ever since a young, I've been a leader. I'm on the pledge of allegiance. Kid to the public, but to me, I'm like, one day, gon' see it. Just to the got to say about watching never hip hop. Meanwhile, a few channels down the block, they getting robbed by the cops. I can't believe what I see with my eyes. So nowadays, I'm like, good, I'ma look to the skies and manifest anything I need. Any on a power trip. When the whole team, the power strip. No, love to the tryna politic. Got my guys already, got my queen already. How I sound already, how my songs already. Got them asking how they ain't on already. I don't care. Take it day by day. My vice is money in my safe. Cash going up as I elevate. I was down bad, now I'm
How about your feelings, how about the feelings? Come high off the ceiling, come, I want you to get with me. Slide with me. I got a feeling, get it crackin' like a kill it. In the back, you're chillin' with you, I want you to get with me. Come slide with me. You said you don't, but you gon' try with me. Don't you dare get paranoid, girl. I don't ask the road, plus I keep them. Know me.
Put phase on the beat, I ain't done. You feel me? Hey, bro, let this drive like a bitch, man. Carry my country cousin. Northside St. Louis, all the way down to Dallas, that's how we doing. You feel me? north side, St. Louis. Right there, on 70, you feel? I made like 70K at the festival. You know what I'm saying? So every time I see that number 70, I just feel blessed, you feel?
What up, y'all? Yeah, soundtrack, what's poppin', baby? Woo! Y'all ain't know, I go by the name of Lupe Fiasco, representing that first and 15. Yeah, and this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped, landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a list like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing, he couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it. Branded, since the first kick flip, he landed. Labeled a miss.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just chillin'. Real West Side, Compton. You already know what I'm saying. Hey, yeah, pull up with a thing or two. Yeah, you know what I came to do. Slide down the avenue. Yeah, did what I had to do. Oh, infinite flavors. Yeah, pick your favorite. Yeah, keep player. Think about running from there. Yeah, looking at the Lakers. Assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam. Why thank you? We the realest alive. Hi hater, bye hater.
Bye, hater. Bye, Felicia. Not today. Not tomorrow either. Look, though. It's a lot of vacant houses, whole city, like a trying to make the block look snag or two. 18 in the cockpit, projects, North St. Lucie, Lou. Trying to kill bills off $1 meal, really will fix your whole attitude. Been rapping about the real since a little. Imagine if I had the boo.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And on the mound in this one, King. What do you have on him?
Well, when I look at him, I just see consistency. This is a guy with 15 wins on the season. When he takes the ball, his teammates know there's a real good chance we're going to win a ball game today. And when you have a guy like that on the mound, it gives everyone confidence. Hitters know that we can score runs, but we don't have to score a ton of runs because he's going to keep us in a ball game. So nice to have a guy like that on your roster.
C.J. Abrams leading things on one, takes the strike. And that's in for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Strike three on the foul tip.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlotte. You can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Nasim Nunez, the next to hit, takes ball one. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That's in there, and the count is 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And now, James Wood. First off, bringing it just misses. Wood, 22 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at that with 2 outs.
Wood at third with 2 away. Foul ball still 0-2. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. And now it's the Phillies' turn. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, and getting the start, Mitchell Parker.
Well, I'm interested to see how he deals with right-handed hitters in this one. Righties are batting over 300 against him, so they're not being fooled by really anything. He's going to have to find a way to change up his delivery, change up his look, somehow get them off of his primary pitches and even those secondary pitches. So we'll see how he does it in this one.
Wood sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Brandon Marsh at the plate and takes high there. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, nice play to his knee. The throw, nicely done for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Hit the air right field. That one way back there, and that is way gone. A solo shot. His 22nd homer of the year, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it. Carried out nicely.
And that'll do it. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Juan Yepez. King back to work. Just missed.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That one finds the corner, and the count even at 1. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Marsh moves under it. And a quick out, number 1. Josh Bell at the plate now. Lined into right. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. Stone Garrett digging in for the Nationals. And ball 1 to the right fielder. That's the third. And that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills.
Oh, this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. Tying run is in to score from second, and it's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Now, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
Dylan Cruz stands in now and watches strike one. Right side. Loves it on the dive, and it gets by him. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And the defense comes away with nothing. Back to the top of the lineup for C.J. Abrams now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that is out of play. Tied up here in the early going. Comes up empty.
No ball. 2 strike.
Got it. They limit the damage here.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Breaking ball inside. 1-1.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Now one missed.
2 balls, 2 strike.
Next one in the dirt.
Three balls, 2 strike.
In the air, right field. Makes the catch for the out. And now it's Alec Bohm. And that misses. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Next offering is fouled back. And that one is lifted in the air. Cruz brings it in. 2 down. This is Bryson Stock. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Cut on and lifted in the air. Hauls it in to end the inning. We played 2 full innings and we're tied 1-1. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. And he lays down a bunt. Tosses to first, and the bunt doesn't work out.
Well, I think the defense was anticipating something here because they were really ready to defend as that ball was put down. Nice little drag bunt, but they get the out. Way to go.
So digging in, James Wood. Swing and a ball ripped right field. And that one back, and that one is gone.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
DeYoung at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. That misses the zone, and the count 2-1. There's a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Not close with that one. Now 2-0. Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Outside and low, it's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Two outs. That one misses. Yeah, that's ball 2. He swings and fouls one off. Here's the 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Yepes, the runner at first with 2 gone. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Stone Garrett, the next to hit. Down the line. And that drops foul. 0-1 now. Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Throws to first in time. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And now it's JT Realmuto. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. And downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Gets under it and pops it up. Brings it in, and there's 1 down.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanic.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that one is out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 2-2. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
In the air, out towards left center. Out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And the first. First pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. And the right-hander back to work. There's a strike.
Well, these Nats showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And he handles it himself for the out. So up next, Dylan Cruz. Reached on an infield single his first time.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
And that's in for a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Stays alive. One down, base is empty. Caught him looking for the pitch. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. And that clips the inside corner.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Two down, nobody on. Got him swinging. 3 up. Back here in Philadelphia, and here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper. On the ground, right side, Nunez. Throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. He popped out his first time.
Yeah, we in goal mode. Going. Yeah, we in goal mode.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And down on strikes. And a couple of quick outs.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That'll make it out of here. He made him pay for that one. Home run number 20 on the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 3-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one back, and it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. The relay, and he's into second with a double. And man, just shy of a homer on that one.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
So digging in, Bryson Stott. Fly to right his first time. Ball one there. And he hits a ground ball right side. And that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's now a 3-2 ball game. This is MLB. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. King back to work. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, these Nationals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had him eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Man, it's almost unfair that he can just pull that knuckleball out of his pocket and float it up there in addition to his other pitches. It's unlike anything else he throws, and because he doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout an at-bat.
Wood, batting with one down, takes a strike. The Phils up by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. There's a swing and a drive. That one opts against the fence. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. The manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And now, Paul DeYoung. Right through there for a strike. Check swing called strike. 0-2. Wood, the runner at second with one away. Swing and a ground ball. Throws across the diamond. 2 gone now. And now it's Juan Yepes. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
0-2 now. Triple digits on that last pitch.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Hit in the air, center field. Cruz in position. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down. So now here's the DH, Weston Wilson. And first offering is fouled off. The lefty fires. Out to short. Throw to first in time. So the batting order turns over. Trey Turner now at the plate. On the ground to third. Inning over.
You're out.
Back to the ballpark.
Well, Boogs, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak.
From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is... We'll be back for the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Sean Manaea. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit-by pitch to lead off the inning. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
First pitch swinging.
He might want to steal second in the spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
High in the air, out to right. Soto gets under it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here comes Bryce Harper. Misses off the inside, and it's 1-0. And a base hit. Soto gets it back in quickly. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
All over that one right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
First and second, 1 out. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. In there, sets him down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knee.
They just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Over to first, and that is that. Phillies leave a couple. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. Pitch misses there. Ball one.
Counts 1-0.
Here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs.
2 balls,
That stat
no
line is so rare. Only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Just missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. On the ground.
Foul ball.
And that's just foul. Nola fires. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
Here's Jesse Winker. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Turner to second, that's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And now it's Juan Soto, 4th on the National League RBI leaderboard. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Next offering is downstairs. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back. Top of the second. And now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. Minaya back to work. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Lifted in the air, right field. Soto. And makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down. This is Bryson Stott. And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here comes Real Muto. Swing and a miss. Oh, and he lost the handle on that one.
0-1's the count.
Dude, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games. This is a
Ball.
great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
And Chris behind the plate today, James Kingsley, known for being a little generous on the edges. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Soto calls it in, and there's 2 away. And digging in for Philadelphia, Weston Wilson. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. Hard hit left side, and that'll do it.
He's out.
Phillies strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Pete Alonso. Outside low. Ball 1.
No, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
Inside,
nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Missed. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. That one down the line.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. And here it comes. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's counted away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a great back and forth and that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Mark Vientos in the box now. No balls and a strike. Up the middle. Glove flip to second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. First
That's a ball.
pitch just misses. And
That's
another
ball,
ball. Out towards right center field. Reaching for it and brings it in. Nothing doing. Back here in Queens, leading off, Trey Turner. Laser could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And one pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Runner in scoring position
plate,
now,
ball
and a
one.
good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Soto makes the grab, and there's one down. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. So here is Bryce Harper. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Pitch misses
that's inside.
And that's ball 1. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Right through there for a strike. Struck him out looking. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Schwarber
1-0.
stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And that's
Ball
too
two.
high. That one's in there, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1
Runner
strike.
at second, 2 down. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. And through the swing, it's a strikeout. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Late swing, foul to the left.
I think one of my favorite things about Nola is his consistency, Boog. I mean, we talk about his strikeout numbers and everything else, but the fact he's able to produce the way he does, start after start, makes him a valuable piece for any team he plays for.
Fires over to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Jeff McNeil, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike
0-1.
1. That's in there, and it's 0-2.
No balls, 2
Still
strikes.
tied at 0, last of the third. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Real Muto up with it, fires to first. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone. By the time it got to the plate, people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Taylor hitting 9th in today's lineup, and he's usually in right field, but today he's patrolling center.
Some guys love to make that adjustment from a corner spot to center field because in center, you get the best view of the ball game. You're looking straight in at the hitter's area. On the corners, you're blocked a little bit.
There's a strike. Now a screamer into the outfield. He's got it, and that is the third out of the inning. On to the fourth. Now, Nick Castellanos. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, these Phillies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Toss to Alonso, and Castellanos is out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here comes Alec Boehm. Flied to right his first time. That one
Ball
not
one,
close.
no strikes.
And that is ball one. Fourth inning underway, no score. Bounce to third. Vientos. On to first.
Got him.
Two quick outs here in the top of the fourth. Bryson Stott getting ready to hit. A single his first time. Lifted in the air out to left. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Fastball gets the inside corner at the knees. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling. If you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
And now Jesse Winker. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
0-1's the count.
Soto batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Down in order go the Mets, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Minaya back to work. Clips the corner. That's strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Ground ball left side. Vientos gets it to first.
He's out.
One away here in the fifth. Here's the Phillies DH, Weston Wilson. He's 0 for 1. to the mound. He's got it. To first, and that quickly 2 away. So the lineup flips over, and now Trey Turner. And the pitch
One
is
ball,
outside,
one strike.
ball 1. Swing and a chopper out to short, and it's through for a hit, and that extends the inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Next to hit, Brandon Marsh. Tosses to first, and that is that. 1 left for Philadelphia, and we are still scoreless. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. And that's fouled off. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Just off the outside corner, and it's 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. 1-2 here. And that one missing low.
2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Hard on the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out. And now it's Mark Vientos. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And they have their first base runner since the 2nd inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Alvarez takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
1 away, tie game, go-ahead run, stands at first. Last half of inning number 5. Makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. That one catches the zone. 0-1. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will end the inning.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Strike. Harper goes 6 feet 3 inches, 32 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Just missed.
That's a ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
A swing and a miss as he chases way
1
out
ball,
of his zone.
2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And the next pitch is way outside. And down on strikes he goes. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Having a lot more success on the road this season.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Swing and a miss. So it's 2 down.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that's in the
1
dirt.
ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. That's it for Sean Manaea, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Jose Butto gets the call from the pen.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with 3 passes this year.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Both 2 in this one. Fought off foul. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to McNeil. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. foul ball. The 0-1. On the ground, out to short. Turner with the throw to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. The speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Here's Francisco Lindor. He has struck out, and he has walked.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th.
Nope. That's inside.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Ground ball left side could be 2. The
Out.
flip to second, and that's 2.
Got the batter to hit it exactly where he wanted. That textbook 6-4-3 double play, gets out of the jam, back in the dugout.
Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Daniel Nunez. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Alec Bohm digs in now. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Outside.
Oh, that pitch is out.
Missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Fly ball center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. 1 for 2. And that one misses up and in. Ball 1.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one to first. And he handles it himself for the out. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. And Realmuto is out. And that is the inning. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
In the air, left field, down the line. Schwarber makes the grab, 1 down. Here's Juan Soto. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug, these type of home run totals. Just miss. 1 out, base is empty. And now
Ball
2 balls
two.
and a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Soto around second, heads for third. Tag out.
Out of the tag.
They cut down the go-ahead run at third.
Hey, I know triples are rare and hitters like to get them when you can, but this isn't the time to pad your stats. You've got to pull up, keep yourself in scoring position, give your team an opportunity to drive in that go-ahead run.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. Just missed. And a foul ball. Next
2 balls,
offering
1
is down
strike.
low. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires
He's
the first.
out.
In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. And we're back. And now the DH, Weston Wilson. Nunez back to work. Late on that fastball. Action in the
0-1.
Mets bullpen. Edwin Diaz, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Minter, the lefty, warming up as well. That misses
Ball.
the zone. And 1-1. And that one
Inside,
is
ball 2.
inside. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pitch
Held
misses
full.
there. And now 3-2.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
To first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Here's Trey Turner.
Ball, that's out.
outside. And that's ball 1. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1-1.
Line drive. Down the line, and it's foul. Here's a high chopper. And that's just foul. And
We got
time
time.
called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Alvarez gathers, goes to first, gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Gone! That's one way to quiet the crowd. His 19th home run of the year. It's 1-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well.
So 2 down. Bryce Harper to the plate. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, on the mound, this is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the home run. Forget about now being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 2-0.
Fans expect Bryce Harper to do something special every time he comes to the dish, and he didn't disappoint there. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Dedniel Nunez out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Anthony Bender.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah!
Right through there for a strike.
That's outside.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next
Ball,
one is
that's
off
outside.
the plate. 2 balls and a strike. And that's outside.
That ball went out.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Hey!
And a swing and a miss there.
The count is full.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3rd out. That ends the frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's 2-zip. Back after this on the show. Back here at Citi Field. Bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. Pitch is in there. Strike 1.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Now he breaks his bat. Slings to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Next to hit, Francisco Alvarez. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. Really important at bat coming up now.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. He's got it. There's 2 away. Now here's Jeff McNeil. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And
Ball
that's
inside.
off the inside edge. Ball 1. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Mets leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. New inning getting started. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. The pitch. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. These 2 offenses can put up runs in a hurry. That missed by a lot. And now it's even 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Paul Blackburn getting loose out there. Cannon getting cranked up as well. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Struck him out looking. So So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground to the left, Vientos. Tosses across the first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. On the ground to third. Tosses the first, and that is that. So they turn to their closer, Matt Strong.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Strong, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Calls it in, and there's one away. He's 2 outs away. Lindor will hit next. Breaking ball inside. 1-0. Fastball for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Lindor retired.
You want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Winker in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Strong is just 1 strike away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first.
He's out.
Ball game. And the Phillies win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
This is a huge win. Take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum. But at home, you also have a higher expectation to play well. So they're going to have to maintain the focus because those fans are expecting a lot.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon for the next game of the week.
Don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Snoop your, don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Snoop your, sometimes I hate taking trips to the lab. Got my pen and pad, looking instrumentals and smash. Catch the bus regardless. Trying hard to be an artist, but my A&R be calling me out my zone into his office. Being cautious, I still want my record to break. Asking me how I think my project's progressing it. I say cool, well, the truth is I'm stressing the grip. Cause it's hard to make music when this depression exists. They say use it as inspiration. The best is but I still see
Cherry tree, I cherish you, yeah, you're so sweet to me. Oh, yeah, I always find my way back, right under you, bringing me back to life with your fruit. Cherry tree, oh, yeah, I always know that I can find you in, yeah, you keep me with a grip from ear to ear, always stand strong. If I could be just like I ask you like